All right. I want to thank everyone for coming. We appreciate you coming out. Give you a little lay of the land for how this will proceed. There will be time for questions from the media afterward for Athletic Director Matt Roan and Coach Todd. There are 2 microphones on the side if you'd like to use those to ask your questions at the end. President McFadden will speak, Matt Roan will speak, and then we'll turn it over to the guest of honor, Coach Greg Todd. So at this time, I introduce President David McFadden.
Thank you, Kevin. It is good to be with you this morning. What an amazing day it is here at EKU. It has been a week of celebrations as we have returned to normal with our graduation ceremonies this past week, the culmination of success of our students, our student athletes, and for our institution. And it continues to be that we are having a celebration, as today is a bit of a homecoming. We are excited this morning to be announcing the next women's basketball coach at Eastern Kentucky University, Coach Greg Todd. Coach Todd is coming home, and he is bringing his lovely family, and Renee and Katie and Brooke are with us this morning. Robbie's not with us. I understand he's taking an AP test, but it is a wonderful time to be a Colonel. We are excited about the future, and the athletic director shared with me just a moment ago, boy, I didn't have this kind of turnout when I had my announcement. So, Coach Todd, you have brought out the fan base. You have brought out the supporters. We are excited about what is next. We are so grateful to have you and your family back home with us here at Eastern Kentucky University. We are excited about what is next, and go Colonels. Matt Roan.
Yeah, when Greg told me, he said, hey, there's not another coach that's going to fill up AC the way that I can. I thought he was talking about games. I didn't realize he was talking about a press conference. But thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everybody. It's so good to see so many friendly faces here with us and to welcome you to campus. It's certainly been, as you know, a most unusual year that we've had to navigate, but having you here in person and making introductions such as this one, there are reasons to be excited about the 21-22 athletics year when we will hopefully have all of you and so many others in our venues rooting for the Colonels. While it is always a great day to be a Colonel, that sentiment certainly holds true today as we officially introduce, and what I'm learning is in most cases reintroduce, Coach Greg Todd, his wife Renee, and their children Brooke, Katie, and Robbie to Eastern Kentucky University and Colonel Nation. We are indeed grateful to be able to have Coach Todd back inside Alumni Coliseum, and in a few short months, this time on the correct bench, and at home once again on the campus beautiful. What Coach Todd has done at 4 different places as head coach, most recently at Morehead State in Transylvania, is no other way to describe it other than impressive. He's a builder. He set numerous school records, including having 3 consecutive 21 seasons. He holds the record for the most road wins in a year, the most conference wins over a 3-year period. He took Morehead State to 2 WNITs. In 2019, they won a first-round game at a little school called Ohio State. And in 2019, he posted the most wins there in the past 40 years. At Transylvania, he won conference championships. He built a team that routinely advanced in the NCAA tournament, and he's established what is now a top 25 program. All in all, he's won more than 60% of his games at the college level, and when you consider his entire 29-year coaching career at the high school and the collegiate level, nearly 75% of his games overall. Simply put, we have a proven winner who has had success oftentimes where others have not. He embraces a challenge, and he's done more with less, and we, that includes every single person in Alumni Coliseum today, are going to do everything in our power to help him do more with more and be successful. Coach is a proven recruiter inside the state, where I have learned over the last several weeks that he has vast connections and a lot of positive relationships, and he also possesses an understanding of the transfer game and this new notion of the portal that we all know about now. He understands this is a business where his success and the success of our program is based on people. And together with his staff, he's going to recruit and develop championship caliber student athletes who are going to hang banners in here. Above all, however, he's done it the right way at every single stop. In a very, very short amount of time, I can tell that he's as genuine as anyone that I've ever had the pleasure to meet. Everything about the man is first class, and everything about Coach Todd is what we were looking for as we search for a head coach to lead this program at what we believe is one of the most exciting times in our history as we move to the ASUN and we navigate really an evolving landscape. He is a Kentuckian, a Madison County native. He was once a colonel as a student and a graduate assistant, and today he's once again a colonel as our head coach. And I'll conclude by saying that Greg Todd wanted this job. He wanted the opportunity to lead the young women in our program and recruit and develop ones to come more than any other person that we had the opportunity to talk with. And when we called and offered him the job on Saturday afternoon, I was sitting in my truck, and our internal search committee, Mark Howard, Lindsay McCaskill, and Rachel Sloan, we had the opportunity to jump on a Zoom where we kind of asked a trick question, and then we offered the job. And I could sense that a dream came true for him that afternoon. It was emotional for him, it was emotional for us. And at EKU, and especially inside of our athletics departments, we talk a lot about pride. Coach Wells knows that we talk a lot about this being a matter of pride. Greg Todd is proud to be our head coach. By now, I'm sure you can tell just how excited I am to get to work with him and outfit his family in maroon and white. And Coach, we actually do have a jersey here for you with a special number. It is going to require a little bit of patchwork on that conference mark, so we'll have to maybe Photoshop that out in some pictures. But without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your 10th head coach of EKU women's basketball, Coach Greg Todd.
Thanks. Cannot thank you guys enough for being here, and obviously Matt, with his law background and speaking ability, I'm not going to be able to speak as well as he did about some of the accomplishments that I've had. But what I'm really looking forward to is getting with this new team. And but I first wanted to get just make sure I give a great thanks to Matt Roan and President McFadden and the committee that chose me, because it was very competitive. Obviously had a lot of great candidates, and it was something that I wanted very much. And I can tell you for sure, I think God was looking after me in terms of putting me here at the right time. This is the best time to be a colonel that I've ever seen. AW can tell you that. This is the best time with this leadership, and extremely excited about that. Now, the only thing I will say, I thought it went really well during the whole search. The committee did a wonderful job. I would like I had three supporters that I guess were pretty special, but I just wanted them to step out here for a second. Weber Hamilton. Weber, would you just wave your hand? Johnny Hamilton and George Begley. George, now it did leak out through the committee that the only thing I had to overcome was the fact that these fellows supported me. So I was very, despite their support of me, I was able to get the job. But no, these guys were great. A lot of folks in here have meant a lot to me. So one thing about being a basketball coach, as my wife can tell you, she likes her job. I don't think she loves her job. Being a basketball coach, I feel like I never have to work a day. And you know, there's some times after a tough game, yeah, it's a little bit tougher to lose. But certainly been very blessed to have a great family. And with me is my wife Renee. My mom is here as well. I have my two daughters, Katie, who will be starting med school at UK this year, and Brooke, who played for me at Moorhead in the front row. And I know it's a little different story with Brooke. I mean, I'm worried about somebody's jump shot if it's a little bit off. She was just finishing up her physician's assistant program, and she's saying, "Dad, I just had a lady that came in, a fellow that came in last night in the emergency room that swallowed a lizard on a bet." And I said, "Well, that's a little different deal." So obviously, again, coaching basketball is a much easier thing to do. But I also wanted to thank Moorhead State for giving me an opportunity. Brian Hutchinson, who's in the house here 7 years ago, gave a Division III coach an opportunity and told me we wanted to go take this program some places it has not been. And I certainly am indebted to him. Wayne Martin was a big help also. But here for this program right now, the thing that I'm excited about is I think Coach Samantha Williams has left some very nice players. The senior class that we have to start with is amazing. I think with Bria being a senior, we've got Jayla, who's had an amazing year last year, and Aaliyah returning. I think we've got a nucleus to really build on. So excited about that, and we want to get our culture in. We're trying to get our staff together very soon and get a culture here of winning basketball. And it's great to be able to come in the first year and be able to do that. And I really embrace being in the ASUN. It's going to be an awesome challenge for the university, and we're going to take this program in places that we have not been. And again, it's been so good for me with AW, watching that program, the way it is leapfrogged from year 1, year 2, year 3. And a thing that's always impressed me about their team, and I watch, and you guys, a lot of you have seen the men's team the last 3 years, that I hope that we're able to embody as well, is they get behind, probably more than they need to get behind, but they never quit. They never quit, and they play to the end. And how many times have you seen them come back from 8, 10 points and win games, or at least make it a very, very tough game? That's what we want this program to embody, and I'm extremely excited to be doing that. So I think you can see from my standpoint, I could not be a happier person, Colonel. Even though again it's always tough to leave a program. We were very excited to have a good season at Moorhead. But this the beauty is we've got a lot of players coming on campus soon. And I'm very, very fired up with the girls who I think we have 4 right now without classes. They're here. Would you 4 stand up, please? We've got 4 right here. Let's give them a hand. And again, I want to be able to get this program going in a consistent basis, and our style of play, we'll adapt every year. And with as Matt said, the transfer portal is going to change things. So every year you're going to have a little different roster, but we're going to play fast. We're going to be shooting a lot of 3-point shots that are good shots. We are going to play definitely a little more up tempo defensively, and I think you'll see some good results there. The program, I think, has only had 3 winning seasons in the last 16 years, and that is our job. And again, today I know is a lot about me, but what this program will be about, as it has been for me with the success I've had, it's the players. When we're winning games, that's on them. They're winning games, and the staff that we bring in will do a great job. It won't be about me. As far as winning, it's going to be about them. So I'm excited to try to get that turned around very, very quickly. And with what I'm seeing here, I feel very good, very confident that we can get a program going to where we're winning 20 games. And I think it's been 16, 18 years since we had a 20-win season. And we're going to be able to do that very, very quickly. And we're going to change up a lot of things to where the consistency of this program is going to be phenomenal. So, but I cannot, again, I have a lot of special people that are in here today for me, and we got a legend in the house, Don Lane at Transylvania. Kenny Davis is an incredible speaker, but he's pretty good tennis player and played on the '72 Olympics. And I can tell you my record, Kenny, wave over here. Kenny, my record against Kenny Davis playing singles and tennis is probably 2 wins and 300 losses, probably. Now, the only reason I say that is Kenny Davis would tell you, Todd, I don't remember the 2 losses that I had. He would not remember those 2. That's kind of competitive guy he is. Obviously, two guys that made a big impact on me. Max Good. I'm sorry if any of you know him. I know several of you do know the guy, but probably one of the best friends in my life. He's turning 80 this year, and you would think there's no 16-year-old that has the mouth of his. I saw on Gillum's here at the sports bar, no profanity. I don't know how Max Good could ever get in that place, but Max Good has been a big mentor to me and an incredible human being, and he loves to laugh. So we try to talk almost every day, and I was his GA here a few years ago. And Max has been big. Curtis Turley is my high school coach, won over 700 games, an amazing coach, and he couldn't be here today. But again, just can't thank you guys enough. Jeff Fulks back there beat up on our Berea team back a few seasons ago when he was at Madison Central. Tony Cox was a coach at Berea after Curtis Turley. He's here, but just so many familiar faces. Bobby Barton in the house. Cannot thank you guys enough for being here. So I just want to say thanks. Go Colonels. Thanks.
All right, as we said earlier, we'll open it to questions to the media for Coach Todd and Director of Athletics Matt Roan. There are 2 microphones you're welcome to use if you'd like. Also, both Coach Todd and Matt Roan will be available for one-on-one interviews afterward if you need to do that.
Right. How long have I looked at this job? That's a very good question. It's been in the got married in '94, and I think my wife, I know, worked with Bobby Jean Inman, was looking at a possible assistant coaching position with Coach Inman in '95, '96. So it's kind of funny story there when I was looking to move into college at Transylvania. Larry Joe actually contacted me. We were looking to possibly go, and that would have been 2006. So that was during that year he had an opening, and pretty much ever who offered first, and Transylvania was a great spot for me, and that's the way it worked out. But it was Larry actually had an opening like a couple days later, but so yeah, since then, and obviously the last couple times the job's open, I've always had an interest in here, being a Madison County person and a Berea guy, and being an alum here has always been a place that I've wanted to coach.
One thing that Coach Inman has been able to do is improve the state and have a lot of success with that. Is that
Yes, very, very much. I think we're in a great spot with with our situation here. We will be able to get good Kentucky kids, and I think you'll see definitely 4, 5, 6 players from Kentucky within 2 or 3 years on our roster, and that's something looking forward to doing.
Any other questions for Coach?
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you all very much for coming out again. We appreciate your support, and go Colonels.